I've been like kind of lurking in the background off and on throughout the day. I've been like seeing everyone pop by. It was lovely to see Fred as well.
Yeah, I know you and Fred have a really deep connection as well. And yeah, he's such a lovely guy. I'm glad that I've been able to connect with him and you over these last like couple months. It's been so lovely getting to know everybody. But you especially, oh my God. I'm glad that we've actually had time to like experience each other on each other's like streams as well. But even off streams, we're like constantly just chatting and bantering and sharing our perspectives and things. And it means so much to me.
No, it's wonderful. Like from when we met, we had this conversation the other night, didn't we? Where it was probably like what 10 months ago now that we've known each other. So
it's crazy to think it's almost been a year, since the Chain Together collab.
Right? I mean, it kind of just didn't stop rolling from there. Like we had the Chain Together collab, and then it was just like, okay, we're adopting each other.
Yeah. We like naturally adopted each other very quickly, and then I felt like a few months later, it just became the point that the fellow sheep formed, and we realized, oh, our communities just overlap so much at this point as well. They're like sheep. They've already started to call themselves the fellow sheep before we did, and it was just like, yeah, no, this is perfect. I love how your community calls me Uncle Fuu, even though they're not allowed to use like daddy or uncle or father or anything like that on my channel. Like going onto your channel and just seeing people being like, oh, it's Uncle Fuu. Hello, Uncle Fuu. I'm always like, it's such a warm feeling. Like I really feel like it is just one giant comfy sheep pile.
It is. It's like, I love the idea that like, the confidants are like their cousins and like you're like, the uncle. It's kind of sweet,
It is so lovely. And yeah, after our collab the other night, I'm sorry I had to tear myself out early because there were other things going on.
No. I totally get it. Like
we got to
you're a busy shepherd.
Yeah, for now. That's the good thing. I'm gonna have so much more time for you soon, but it was so nice to get to chat to you for like a solid oh god, almost 2 hours after that.
It was like a couple hours. We went for like 2 hours 50 something, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, we ended up doing more of a chat offline than we did on stream.
we literally like finished stream. We were like, all right, let's be old men now, and just sat there and just
It was so good because I did the stream like in front of my computer, and I was like, okay, Zanny, can I call you from my phone? I'm just too tired. I went to bed and it was just like so comfy, just being like, hey brother, from my phone in bed, just like, how you doing?
It was so good though. You were just laying there comfy, cozy, and we were just yapping away.
It was so nice. And yeah, being able to talk about like so many things coming towards like the end of my journey for now, and just being like, doesn't mean our journeys won't intersect again in the future, because yeah, I really feel like we've connected so well over these months, and it's just been so nice to know you. And it's a shame we won't get to the 1-year anniversary as fellowship.
Hey, if that's the biggest regret that I have from all of this, then I'm more than happy,
Oh yeah.
Like honestly, the knowing you this entire time has been incredible, and the fact that like, you and I took to each other like we did, it just made me happy. And I've said this before, I'd been struggling to meet people in the VTubing space and just connect with people before I met you, and then suddenly, like, well, it was like you just swooped me up and was like, okay, I'm keeping this one.
No, that was so strange to me, because like as soon as I met you, I was just like, I fucking love this dude. And you were one of the coolest people I've ever met, one of the nicest people I've ever met, and the fact that you were okay with me just dragging you into so many things, like I never felt like I was burdening you, because you always went out of your way to show how happy you were. And that's something I'm always terrified about when I approach people, is like, am I inconveniencing them? Am I causing problems? So the fact that that's the thing, you never felt that way. You always like, because we met when other people brought us together. Lucy like invited Ver and invited me and you, and so we got connected that way. But from then on, like as soon as I was like, hey, do you want to join this thing? It was just like, oh brother, I would love to. It was so nice getting to know you. I'd love to spend more time with you. It felt so immediately like warm. I felt the connection. I felt how genuine you were as well. There wasn't a feeling of like, oh, let's do this thing on stream. It was just straight up like, yeah, no, let's hang out whenever the fuck you want to, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it literally was just one of those things where it never felt like, and forgive me for using this word, but when spending time with you never felt like content,
Never felt like work.
It never felt like work. Like whenever you invited me to things, whether it was like the lockdown protocol game or all the stuff with the Hot Men group, like all of that stuff, it never felt like It was just something that we were doing because of one reason or another that wasn't simply, I like this person and want to spend time with them.
Exactly. And I felt the exact same energy for you. So it just felt so natural to try and bring you into everything and just be like, this is someone who has a very similar mindset to me about content creation and the kind of community they want to build and how much they like genuinely care about this medium and the people in it. And I'm just so glad I met you when I did.
And it felt like one of those times where like I don't know, I felt like I ran into you just as I needed to run into you, you know.
Same for me, honestly. Like, oh man, it was an instant connection, and it's one that I will cherish forever, no matter what else happens in the future.
I said this the other night, you've created so many memories for me, you know, whether it was, and it's stuff where you've gone out of your way just so effortlessly to just do something incredible for me, whether that was coming out of your break, your little hiatus, just to be there for my 3D debut.
I was
like,
so happy to be there. That was so nice. And I always love that, since I can't even do 3D stuff. So to be able to do that and to be able to, like, I always love like giving fan service to whoever is like doing a 3D debut as well. So like getting you to like hold the Netherlings on your chest while you were laying down. So sweet.
Yeah. But no, it was the fact that like you found the time to do that for me. It was the fact that you did go out of your way to do that for me, and the fact that we even had to have the conversation like in DMs where I'm like, if you don't want to come back and you still need like some time, you can go do that. Like, no, let me on the 3D debut, and I'm like, are you sure? Because this is meant to be the other way around. I'm meant to be trying to convince you to come back to do it.
Yeah, because I remember like specifically like sending a message to you like, I know the 3D recording is supposed to be kind of soon. Is that's still going on? Because I still want to be there. And you were like, oh, I didn't want to bother you. And I was like, no, it's not a bother. Are you kidding me? I want to be there so badly. So yeah, no, I was so happy about that. And it was like a really, you know what I was going through. So there was a dark time. I just had like a big loss. So it was a big moment for me. And getting to be a part of that, see the debut of like Cold Wrist and see everything else you were working on, it's always been so nice. So thank you for making me a part of your world. And also, I'm glad that you've never felt like off-put by me doing that with you as well, because like I've definitely drawn you into things where it's like, if I did this to a certain other person, I might be uncomfortable and be like, oh, are they just going to think I'm weird? Like, I straight up said to you like, oh, this is a really important thing to my community when it comes to us singing like Ba Hallelujah. We've done it at every karaoke. Like, would you like to sing Ba Hallelujah with me, since we both have sheep communities? It'll be the fellow sheep song now. And so I'm glad that you never felt like uncomfortable when I, you know, really shared personal things with you. You never made me feel odd about it. You always made it feel like, oh, I see the genuineness you're trying to express with this.
No, genuinely, Fulgur, you're my friend, like through and through.
Exactly. The same.
Regardless of everything, like you are my friend. You're someone who I care deeply about, and I am just so fucking proud of you, my guy. I don't even know where to start and where to finish with all of this, but getting to sing Hallelujah with you, getting to be a part of the fellowship, getting to spend as much time as we have, it's been the fucking highlight of this whole experience, this whole VTubing for me.
Thank you.
You know, it's been an incredible time, and I know that my Netherlings, I love them, I adore them so much, and I know that they absolutely adore you too.
Oh, and we definitely adore you too. And oh my, like even just the new, like the thing that they did for your birthday. It was so funny because I'm saying that I follow so many of the people because they've been confidants for so long. They're now Leatherlings. They are part fully of the fellowship. So it's just like, I saw the full outpouring of like, oh, I know that musician. They've done things for my community. Oh, I know pretty much all of these artists. They've also joined so many of my things. So it's lovely to see all the supportive members of like across the fellowship just working so hard for all of us and just sharing so much love across the board. It's so lovely.
No, you know how it is. The Netherlings mean the absolute world to me. They are literally just the freaking universe to me. And I adore them for all of the amazing things they do. And yeah, I don't know, the entire year has just been incredible. And I'm glad that through all of it, I made a friend like you.
Me too. And I'm sure we're going to be in each other's lives for a long time in the future. And thank you so much for always making me feel comfortable being able to be just myself around you and really be able to share myself. So thank you so much for that, Zanny.
Of course, of course.
Fellow sheep forever, brother.
Fellow sheep forever, my dear friend. Fellow sheep forever.
I hope you have a wonderful day.
All right. Actually, who's after me? Wait.
Oh, Nix.
Nix. Oh,
Funnily
nice.
enough.
All right, FSP UK. Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Fellowship forever, brother.
Fellowship forever, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.